Hi, and welcome back to Paddling Pool 232. We're here with Sweet Tooth versus Ehhhhhh in the losers finals. Whoever wins this set gets to fight against Black Lotus in Grands finals. I'm here joined by the one, the only, Pat.
Thank you, Delta. And yes, both of these teams have been put in a losers bracket by Black Lotus. Black Lotus is waiting in grand finals, and only one of these teams will get a second chance at beating them. It will either be Sweet Tooth or Ehhhhhh.
Yes, it seems this is the first time that Sweet Tooth has seen Ehhhhhh on this bracket, and was the team that Black Lotus last went against, so they're on the other side of bracket. So this will be very fun to see how these two teams head up against. On top of that, Clam's CrabLeg. I haven't seen this in tourney yet, so this is super cool.
Honestly, it's the best CrabLeg, and it could be one of the best clams, if not the best clams. Like, I know Museum is big in everybody's heart, but this is such a good map mode. I love playing on it, and I can't wait to watch such good teams show us how it's done.
Yeah, this map is so good. It's so great that Nintendo decided to upload a map that had multiple flank routes. So great. I guess Sweet Tooth might be saying the same thing too. This map is highly favorable for their comp. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah, Sweet Tooth. We've seen what they can do with flank routes, with ways to sneak in, with zipcasting onto everything. This is the kind of map and the kind of mode where they shine and where they give their best. So really looking forward to see what they can do. But hey, they're able to do a lot too. They're able to bring the fight, and can't wait to see which of these teams is like the second best and the best. I mean, like, it's all going to be decided, and getting that game one is going to decide a lot. Has to be good for Sweet Tooth. As you said, this is a very good map mode for them.
Yeah, it really is. It's such a good map mode. I'm about to put in 2,400 channel points onto Sweet Tooth. I don't mean to be biased or anything, but those are my goats. And I am very much decreasing the percentage to Ehhhhhh. For all those Ehhhhhh followers, go ahead and take my points if y'all win, but my vote is on Sweet Tooth.
Okay, well, I bet about 900 channel points onto Ehhhhhh, so that's I'm glad that you're betting on Sweet Tooth. Yeah, let's go. Let's see. I'll take these odds.
But yes, we will be going into that Clam's CrabLeg soon enough. Too soon, it seems. I had the right timing on that.
Always so soon. And let's see what we have. Oh!
Ink Brush for Junkie. It's a new pick for me.
Yeah, that's a very new pick. Junkie going with the regular ink brush. A bit more mobility, and with these grades, you want to have the most brush of all the brush, and Junkie getting picked right away, and it's all about can Uzi with the roller get put into position for Ehhhhhh, because once that roller is under the basket with the bubble, it's done. So it is so good for your team, and Uzi already getting a pick. It's 4 versus 2. The bubble is ready, and it's just about getting in there and getting that bubble and that basket open.
As you said, the bubble is on that little bump. Not much out of Ehhhhhh yet, just 74 points, but 2 down on their side. They need to either stay alive or go for more, but it seems Halo trying to help out with that 1v1 on the side and end up getting picked. 2 down on the side of Ehhhhhh. Sweet Tooth making powers and making their way straight into Ehhhhh's flat.
Yeah, very strong defense by Sweet Tooth. They minimized the damage very, very well. Just 74 is pretty much even right now. Sweet Tooth only needs to get a good push, and with that super clam, getting punished though, but it's just Uzi right now, struggling to stand onto the platform, buying a little bit of time for their team, but Sweet Tooth is going to get in and he's going to get that lead, Delta.
Wow, great power clam jump. This is a good lead for Sweet Tooth. Uwuzi forced to take these sharks on the sides as they're trying to push Sweet Tooth out of their plat. But it doesn't seem like Sweet Tooth wants to back down much. They want to take more kills on end.
Yeah, and Junkie getting that extra pick, keeping action onto the grate, and that means Sweet Tooth is looking to attack again. Oh, very, very nice! Zuka getting the snipe onto the grates, and right now, like giving a bit of momentum to back to A. A is into mid and looking to attack.
Yes, quickly moving their way through mid, taking pick here, there.
What?
But it seems like Junkie had enough clams to make a power. And now there's two inside Ez base. Miss going for the crab. Manages to survive the Zuka all alone. 3 down on Sweet Tooth. It seems like is forced to make their way back into mid.
Yeah, that's not much points for Sweet Tooth, but that's a lot of momentum. Air was just looking to get on the attack, and right now they have to go back from square number 1.
Yes. Sweet Tooth already pushing Ed back. They seem to be jumping back, trying to take their clams to base, but it's not good enough. They're not fast enough. Unlike Sweet Tooth, they're going straight into their base. We see Junkie looking for that left, Keto looking for that right, Mist and Daybreak trying to make their way through mid. Junkie already trying to aggro Halo, takes the kill.
That's a pick.
All that's left is 3 on the side of Ed.
And Junkie looking to get sneakily onto the platform. Doesn't get punished with that. Junkie just dancing around, dodging everything, and that's an extension of lead for Sweet Tooth. It's just Keto right now on the platform having to drop air. He's going to stop things right there and get back control of their own spawn, but right now everything is going Sweet Tooth's way, and hey, they're just struggling to get out of their spawn.
Yeah, as forced to use their specials in order to move Sweet Tooth back out of mid. Sweet Tooth just has such a strong hold on this mid control. Miss going for the crab. Once again, forced to pop their specials to get Sweet Tooth out, but it's not good enough. Sweet Tooth has his control, going for these big. Good trade on Uwuzi. 2 down on Ez side. All that's left for Sweet Tooth to do is stall these last 30 seconds.
Just 30 seconds, and it's Sweet Tooth with the active power clam. Air are just trying to get these clams. They barely have any clams at the ready, and with overtime looming, they're going to need this clam. Junkie getting in, they're gonna get the jump, and they're gonna get another push if that goes on. Junkie just not caring, staying in there. And people have to look at them. Keto able to get in, get the super clam in, extending that lead as overtime gets in, and they have to grab that super clam, but they have to look everywhere because one simple clam could stop it. Finally, basket is closed. Needs a monster push, and they need it now.
It has to be very meticulous about this push. They have 2 powers. They're jumping in 2 down on Sweet Tooth, but it's too late for Ed to make a single move into Sweet Tooth's base. Wow, what a dominating game on Sweet Tooth's side, don't you think?
That was dominating indeed. Sweet Tooth just took the points, ran with the lead, defeated everything that A was doing, and that's a very, very good start for them in that game one. That's the kind of momentum you want. And now they need to find the counter pick and go with something where the brush isn't that good. Don't choose a map with grades, because you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Junkie really popped off that game twice. Not once, twice did they go on those grades with 6, 7 clams and just bother Ez. every single like whenever Ed was trying to go for a push, Junkie was there counter pushing.
Yeah.
Like it's not something you expect from any other map, but CrabLeg, you can do it. It's so beneficial for these brush players, and it's so advantageous for their team in general.
You just cannot get Junkie unchecked. That is something that even like Black Lotus had to take care of during the winners finals, and right now Sweet Tooth is showing, okay, like we just need 3 players to keep you all busy, and meanwhile Junkie can do anything they want on the side of the map, and you have to look over your shoulder because like this team is so fast, so dangerous, and everywhere on the map at once.
Speaking of looking, it seems like M must have taken a little note off of that last finals game and chose to counterpick on Black Lotus's first counterpick, Zone's Hagglefish. This wasn't that favorable in the match for Sweet Tooth last time we saw it. So let's see if they've made adaptations since then.
That's what you want. No grades. There are flank routes, but they're pretty visible. You'll see that brush coming. You'll have a counter. And if you're air right now, that's the first thing you need to think about. Stop the onslaught of Junkie.
Finally getting into this game 2 match. We see Junkie opting to stay on the ink brush. Very cool.
Junkie with the full ink brush, no composition change on the side of air, but Sweet Tooth going with the double splatlings right now.
This is a better DPS comp, but 1 for 1, Splash, Neo, and ink brush. 3 down on Sweet Tooth. Wow, huge early push for air.
And just 2 players survive the deathmatch that just happened. Looking to score some point, and Uzi just getting in, trying to get a trade, but only getting picked. And right now Sweet Tooth is looking to get back in. Bazooka is going to stop things though, and there's 2 players down. Is staying in control of the zone right now.
I've seen this position before. You can't tell me this was the same. These are 2 different games because they look exactly the same. Sweet Tooth has to figure out what they're doing wrong, or else they're gonna lose this round 2. 1 down on both sides, 30 points on air. Sweet Tooth has to make a move now.
Yeah, and 2 players down for Sweet Tooth again. Is just looking, they just, wait, finally they get the picks. It's just the squeezer trying to keep the zone. They have to move back now. They're gonna get chased. Okay, nice survivability by Pew Pew. And right now, Sweet Tooth is in control, but is looking to get back in with Bazooka at the ready.
Yeah, as much as Sweet Tooth is in control, they aren't in the front. They're playing really far back for their comp, and they're getting punished by these Zookas, and already takes control of the zone. Sweet Tooth is not being fast enough for their comp. But I take that back. 3 down on S side. Daylight going in and getting these huge picks for Sweet Tooth.
You don't need to be that fast if the enemy's dead. And Sweet Tooth right now are in control. They have 2 specials at the ready. They didn't use that much to get that control, and right now that Crab Tank is right in front of the zone and is going to give a lot of time for Sweet Tooth, a lot of space.
Yes, Sweet Tooth holding on to that zone very tightly. 2 down on their side. All that's left is their splash and their BP, but Zuka is coming out as Uzi goes for this flank. Missed! Gets the kill! 4v3 for Sweet Tooth. They're gonna get this cap, and they're gonna try to keep moving this score down.
They try to keep it. The Crab Tank is countered by the Tri-Strike. Air is still moving forward and try to get things. Air back in control of the zone. Applied penalty, kept that lead, and there's 2 minutes left on the clock. Air is looking very good in that game.
Yes, no specials apart from Junkies Whale, 3 specials on Sweet Tooth. They're popping it.
Ooh.
This is their push.
Yeah.
They're trying to get in. We see Kita with the Inkjet, close to getting a pick. The entire Ez pushing back with their own specials, not letting them gap.
They didn't gap! They didn't gap, and right now, he's looking to KO right here, right now. They just need to paint the zone, and they get that KO. It's 3v3 right now, and it's whoever paints the zone the most that wins or just stays alive. Sweet Tooth is going to get it, it seems. Uzi gets punished. Okay. It's
What is happening? What for Sweet Tooth? Huge. That is one of the longest scraps I've seen ever. And Sweet Tooth takes back their control of zones. This game is not done yet. Sweet Tooth jumping back in. It seems has 2 specials to try to counteract this. They're using them now. Tryzuka coming out, strikes coming out. There's no one in Sweet Tooth's side. So from missed painting, they use Crab. They need to get some kills. We get a kill. We need another. 2
down with penalty. And there's 2 down. Sweet Tooth could get that comeback, and they're in a very good position to get it. It's just Pew Pew looking to stay alive. And right now, it's a lead. Swap, wipe out, and a chew. Oh, the Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth are just 1 game away from grand finals. And they need a reverse sweep.
Wow. It looked like it had that game. They chose the counter pick that Black Lotus picked and lost on it.
They had everything, Delta. That game was theirs. That map was theirs, and Sweet Tooth didn't care.
They did not. They managed to stay alive just long enough to get that wipeout at the very end. And it came in so clutch. I imagine they're in VC. Yeah, let's go. Get out of my game. You know, all those normal callouts you do after winning a game. But yeah, that was such an intense match to see from Sweet Tooth, and forced to find something else to choose on this last counter pick, or else they're gonna be taken out of this tourney.
And like in that final big scraps that they had, if they just leave the zone to Sweet Tooth, get penalty, but then get the zone right back after that, they win. But it's just that they blinked. They really want to get that KO to finish right there, and they used all their resources, all their player, and they got wiped on it, and that's what cost them the game. But now we're going to go to a very, very different map. We are going to Shipshape on tower control.
Yeah, me personally, I do not like this map. It is so favored to the long range, which I guess is why Ed likes this one a lot. They have Zukas and they have strikes. Zuka is so good on this map. Once you have that control of mid, there's not much you can do when the enemy team has that Zuka from mid. It's like, what do you push up into? The Zuka shot? No way. You have to wait it out.
And we've seen the power of Zuka. They can be so powerful, so strong, and get the pick from across the map. Sweet Tooth, I mean, they are two right now. They have to feel on top of the world and ready to get back into grand finals.
It seems like Sweet Tooth has made that little adjustment with the ink brush. As we see into game 3, this is match point, and we might see that ink brush one last time against
not changing comp, and the Octobrush is coming back for Sweet Tooth, and that Zipcaster can just like jump on the tower and be so annoying, so can't blame them for having that. But Chunky already back at it, already back on the attack, getting a double.
3 down now on Ed. This is Sweet Tooth's tower to hold. Uwuzi going for the kill, but Daybreak counteracting. 3 are already in mid. Ed forced to hold on to their specials, not die. Pew Pew has to back up from this position. there's not much they can do now.
Yeah, and with that like opening delayed wipe really gave so much, and Junkie back on the attack, already trying to get in there while the tower just moves forward with a crab tank getting a double. What a burst, what an assist on Junkie, and it's just Uzi. That's a wipeout, and they're getting to the final checkpoint, and I don't see how Sweet Tooth doesn't get the checkpoint, Delta.
Right. No, this game is already over, as it seems. 2 people going down
Oh,
for the tower, but
no!
One final wipeout to finish out the set, and Sweet Tooth quickly, speedily cakes this loser's final set and moves themselves right back into the grasp of Black Lotus.
I mean, that game too, let us believe, let us think that A had a chance, but Sweet Tooth crushing dreams, just getting there, moving forward, and they were on the tower, like they moved in, got the delayed wipe, got on tower, and just stayed on tower for the rest of the game.
Yeah, was not much Ehhhhhh could do. They're always down at least one player. It's like when you're playing on such a consistent player disadvantage, it's like what options do you have apart from feeding straight into Sweet Tooth? And it seems like Sweet Tooth is more than happy to take those feedy kills.
Oh yes, they're very happy, and speaking of happy, they are going to get their revenge set against Black Lotus, their chance at redemption into Grand Finals. We are going to set that up, and we'll be right back after a very, very short break. Do not go anywhere.